1897, Cuttack, Odisha, part of the Bengal presidency back then.
Right, and his family background is key. His father, Janakinath Bose, was a well-known lawyer, highly respected. He even got the title Rai Bahadur later on.
Which was a pretty big deal bestowed by the British.
It was. And his mother, Prabhavati Devi, she's described as religious, cultured, very affectionate, a strong influence.
So what was that household like? It sounds like quite the environment.
It really was.
Yeah.
First off, it was large. He was the ninth of 14 kids.
Wow, 14?
Yeah. And it was disciplined, very focused on education, but also steeped in religious and patriotic values. Young Subhash wasn't, a quiet kid.
I can imagine.
He had this sharp, questioning mind, real self-respect. You can see the influences his mother's stories from the Ramayana and Mahabharata, his father's library, even just the competition with his siblings.
That makes sense. And his schooling started at a Protestant European school.
That's right, in Cuttack. He learned discipline there, definitely. But significantly, it's also where he first encountered that disdain from English teachers towards Indian kids.
Ah, that must have left a mark early on.
You'd think so. Then he moved to Ravenshaw Collegiate School. That's where his thinking really started to broaden out. He matriculated in 1913, which got him into Presidency College in Kolkata.
Presidency College. Now, this seems like a really pivotal moment.
It absolutely was. While he was studying philosophy there, something happened that, well, it defined his path in many ways.
Right, the incident with the professor E.F. Oaten, making insulting remarks about Indian students.
Exactly. And Subhash didn't just, grumble about it. His reaction was immediate, fiery. He protested openly, right to Oaten's face.
And that led to his suspension for indiscipline.
Yes, but it was so much more than just being disciplined. This was really his first public defiant act against British authority and that whole colonial attitude, a powerful sign of what was to come. He just wouldn't stand for that kind of disrespect.
So after presidency, he went to Scottish Church College, finished his degree in philosophy. But his father had other plans, right? The ICS.
Mm-hmm.
The Indian Administrative Service. Highly prestigious, the dream for many ambitious Indians and their families at the time. His father definitely wanted that for him.
Must have been a tough spot for Subhash. Absolutely. You can sense the internal conflict. He respected his father, but this feeling was growing stronger that real service meant serving India, not the British Empire.
Yet he still went to England in 1919.
He did, enrolled at Cambridge, studied for the ICS, and incredibly, he passed that notoriously difficult exam in 1920. His father must have been so proud.
Okay, this is where it gets really fascinating. He passes, his father's proud, and then...
And then, in 1921, before even joining the service, he resigns.
Just walks away from it.
Walks away. Think about that. For a young Indian man then, rejecting the ICS, it was almost unthinkable. Secure career, prestige, gone.
It speaks volumes about his resolve, doesn't it? Even that early on.
It's profoundly telling. It wasn't about reforming from within for him, not like some others maybe thought. It was a clear declaration. No compromise with the Raj. This single act set him on a completely different trajectory. It showed this wasn't just courage, it was his core belief taking shape. Freedom had to be won, not negotiated for, under their terms.
So it comes back to India. What's his first move?
He seeks out Mahatma Gandhi, meets with him.
Was he immediately drawn to Gandhi's approach? Non-cooperation was massive then.
He was impressed, definitely. You couldn't ignore the non-cooperation movement. But Bose, well, he pretty quickly felt that nonviolence on its own might not be enough to actually force the British out.
Interesting. A difference in strategy right from the start.
Yeah. And Gandhi, recognizing Bose's energy and intellect, actually advised him to go work with Chittaranjan Das in Bengal, C.R. Das.
A major figure. Became his political guru, didn't he?
Absolutely. Bose learned so much from Das, the nuts and bolts of politics, how to organize, how to mobilize people. It was crucial training.
And he put those skills to use quickly.
Yeah.
Became CEO of the Calcutta Municipal Corporation in 1924.
That's right, when Das became mayor. Shows his administrative capability. But even in that official role, his nationalist work didn't stop.
Which inevitably led to trouble with the British.
Predictably. He was arrested, deported to Mandalay jail in Burma. Not exactly a holiday camp.
No, Mandalay was notoriously harsh. Affected his health quite badly, I understand.
Severely. It led to his release in 1927. But the moment he was out, he was right back in the thick of it.
No time wasted.
None at all. Lahore Congress in 1928, boycotting the Simon Commission, he was front and center. And this is also when his friendship with Jawaharlal Nehru really deepened. They were both pushing hard for Purna Swaraj, complete independence.
And his influence kept growing within Congress. He gets elected president in 1938 Haripura session.
Right. And his presidential address, it laid out a very distinct vision. He talked about industrial development, science, technology, but also, crucially, the need for armed revolution.
Which must have caused some friction.
Oh, big time. Those ideas, especially the armed struggle part, clashed directly with Gandhi's philosophy of ahimsa, nonviolence, and with the views of many other senior leaders.
Yet he was reelected in 1939. That's quite something, given the differences.
It shows his popularity and influence. But those ideological divides, they just became too deep. The working committee was stacked against him. He couldn't function effectively, so he resigned.
What did that resignation signal, really, for the movement?
It was a major split. It showed that the path to freedom wasn't a single road. You had Gandhi's way, and now Bose, representing a more radical militant approach, was charting his own course. He immediately formed the Forward Bloc.
Aiming to unite all the more, let's say, radical or patriotic forces.
Exactly. Under one banner, outside the main Congress structure that he felt was too hesitant. It really highlights that fundamental question. What happens when leaders agree on the goal freedom but totally disagree on how to get there?
Then World War II erupts, and Bose sees this global conflict as an opportunity.
A huge one. He actually went to the British with a proposal, grant India independence now and we'll help you in the war.
They weren't having any of that, were they?
Not a chance. They refused flat out. So Bose launched another mass movement, which of course landed him under house arrest in Calcutta again.
But house arrest couldn't hold him for long this time.
Not this time. This is where the story gets truly cinematic. The night of January 16th, 1941, he's under constant watch.
And he just
vanishes. Disguised as a Pathan, slips out of his house. It's the start of this incredible, unbelievably risky journey. Calcutta, Delhi, Peshawar, across Afghanistan, dodging agents, crossing borders.
all the way to Germany. That's just astounding.
It really is, driven by this absolute conviction that India's freedom had to be fought for on the world stage, using Britain's enemies.
And in Germany, he gets to work immediately, setting up the Free India Center, Azad Hind Radio.
Trying to rally support, he met